Okay, here we have a nice straightforward pressure calculation. So we have a fetus inside a woman, and this fetus is resting on the bladder, and because this fetus is on the bladder, it's pushing down on the bladder, creating pressure in the bladder. And will the pressure be enough to enough to trigger a natural reflex? So let's work through this. So the first thing we do is let's draw a picture. So I'm going to represent this thing here as our bladder, and let's have our fetus. So let's say this fetus is almost full term, so it's hopefully upside down and resting on the bladder. Obviously this isn't to scale. Okay, so what do we know? Well, there's a force due to the weight of the fetus, which is downwards. So this is the weight. Okay, and we know a few other things. So first of all, the mass of the fetus is 3.5 kilograms. And we know that the area which the weight is exerted on is just the part where the fetus is in contact. So this shaded region I just drew. So that area is given in the problem. It's 90.0 centimeters squared. Let's convert this to meters squared. So that's 0.009 meters squared. Okay, so let's we actually have enough information here to go ahead and calculate the pressure that this fetus is exerting on the bladder. So the pressure, P, is equal to force per unit area. So the force is obviously due to the weight of the fetus, and its magnitude is just mass times the acceleration due to gravity. And the area is what we're given above, so it's 0.009 meters squared. And, well, when we do the calculation, well, let's plug in the numbers. So we have 3.5 kilograms times 9.8 meters per second squared divided by 0.009 meters squared. And when we plug that in our calculator, we should get 3,811 newtons per meters squared, or 3,811 pascals. Okay, so that's the first part. That's the pressure that the fetus is exerting on the bladder. The next part is this enough to trigger this reflex up here, telling us that our bladder is full. Okay, so the question is this enough pressure? Well, let's do the conversion. So here's the conversion. 1 atmosphere, or 101,300 pascals, is equivalent to 760 millimeters of mercury. So this is 1 atm. So all we have to do is convert this 3,811 pascals to mercuries and see what we get. So 3,811 pascals, we multiply this by 760 millimeters of mercury. We divide by 101, or 1 atmosphere in pascals, and, well, this is equal to 28.6 millimeters of mercury. There we go. So the pressure, when it's at the upper end of the range given in the problem, that's when our reflex is triggered, and obviously we have 28.6 being greater than 25, so yes, the reflex will be triggered.